All right, so for Monday today, you are going to need a set of dumbbells. You're also going to need your bench at some point today. I think that's it. So let's get started with a warm up. Hands up overhead. Go ahead and reach those arms, stretch them to the ceiling, lengthen that body. We are going to drop to the right, using that side body, that core to bring us back to center. Drop to the left, back to center. Right, center, left, center. Good. Go ahead and drop it all the way over. Allowing that upper body to hang. You can get that slight shift through those hips. Good. Roll it up. We are going to open up those arms and bring them to a hug. So you're going to get that bend through those arms, opening them up, cross it, hug, open, hug. Good. And stop. Go ahead and bring those hands up overhead one more time. Go ahead and drop it. We are going to take it into that walkout. So walk it out to high plank. Right leg steps forward. We're going to open up that leg. We're going to drop that hip. Sit into it. Feel that stretch. Now shift those hips up. We're going to reach and extend, looking through those fingertips. And back to high plank. Left foot steps forward, dropping those hips, opening up that knee, shift those hips up, reach, open up that chest, back to high plank. One more each side. Step it forward right, slight dip, up, open up, back to high plank. Left foot steps forward. We're dropping, opening up, shift those hips. Open up that chest, look through those fingertips, back to high plank. We're going to step it in and go into that downward dog. Pedal it out. Pushing that chest to those knees. Good, back to high plank. Walk it in. We're going to roll it up. We're just going to get a couple air squats. We're going to 5. There's 5. Now we're bringing that knee to that chest. Slight hold. Good. 2 more. And stop. All right, so we are doing a couple different formats this morning. The first group is going to be 3 minutes, okay? Within that 3 minutes, you're gonna have an exercise that stays at 2 reps. That second exercise is going to climb. So you're gonna need dumbbells that are right for that loaded squat to over the fence. So dumbbells are your shoulder. We have 2 loaded squats. Once you get those 2 loaded squats, you're gonna drop those dumbbells and we're dropping it for 1 over the fence. Then we have 2 loaded squats, then 2 over the fence. You are gonna climb to 6 over the fence. And then once you get to 6, you're gonna start to climb back down. So starting with those 2 loaded squats, ready? And go. So this is a lift 3 minutes. So you're gonna focus on the challenge within those dumbbells and the heavy within that lift. 2 loaded squats to that climbing over the fence. So I really want you to slow this one down. Then we're back to loaded for those 2 squats. Get low. Then we're going to drop it over for 2 over the fence. Slow and controlled. You're hitting those quads. Then you're hitting those hamstrings. We're getting both sides of those legs. You're gonna load it back to your shoulders. I never want those dumbbells resting on those shoulders. I want them loaded. Sit into it for those squats. And then on that over the fence, shoulders are slightly back, core is staying pulled in, soft bend through those legs as we drop it over, nice flat back. Feeling that stretch through the back side of those hamstrings. As you stand, you're getting that squeeze. Back to those two, loaded squat, good. Nice job. Form looks really good. Slowing the lift down. Again, we're climbing to 6 reps. Once you get to 6 reps, you're going to start to climb it back down. Each time you come back to that over the fence, it climbs. You have knocked out almost 2 minutes. You have a little over 1 minute to go in this 3 minutes. Make sure in that over the fence, shoulders are back, core is staying pulled in, soft bend through those legs. Nice flat back as you drop it over. Feel that stretch. Squeeze on that stand. And you're curling to load. Nice job. You have 30 seconds. Great job, you guys. Keep working. A little over 10 seconds left in this 3 minutes. 2 loaded squats, that climbing over the fence. And stop. Nice job. Go ahead and set those dumbbells down. We are going into a 20 seconds. So it's 3 20-second exercises 3 times. So your total of 3 minutes. We're getting more into a cardio little burst now. So first when you have a squat to knee drive for 20 seconds. From here, you're going to stay low and we're just going into those monsters. You can utilize whatever space you have. Then from there, you're doing that RDL swing to a jumping jack. Ready? Starting with that squat to knee drive and go. So squat it, drive it. Squat it, drive it. Good. 20 seconds. Then we're going into those monsters for 20. In 5 seconds, we switch. And switch. Stay low. So you're just getting those monster walks. Forward, backward. Good. From here, we have that RDL swing to that jumping jack. And switch. So RDL, swing it, step it to center, big jack. Swing it, center, big jack. Good. In 5 seconds, we're right back to that squat to knee drive. And switch. Right back to that squat to knee drive. Squat it, drive it. Squat it, drive it. Good. Nice job. And switch, going into those monsters, 20 seconds. Stay low, monster forward, monster back. Get into those quads. And switch, going into that RDL to jumping jack. So swing it to center, big jack. Swing, center, big jack. From here, we are right back to that squat to knee drive one more time. and switch. Squat to knee drive. Squat it, drive it. Drive, good. Keep that core engaged. Drive that knee, engage that core. And switch, going into those monsters. Stay low. Monster forward, monster back. Nice job. Keep working, we're almost there. From here, we're going into that RDL jumping jack and switch. So swing it, RDL, swing, step forward, jumping jack. If you need to step that jack out, step it out. And stop. Great job, you guys. Go ahead and grab a drink. You are going to need to get that bench out for this next group. And then you're going to need dumbbells that are right for a chest press and a skull crusher. So we're going to be on that bench. So your exercise that stays at 2 reps is a chest press. That climbing exercise is going to be a skull crusher. So you're laying back on that bench. So we have 2 chest press. Goal is to get in deficit of that chest press. Once we get to 2, we're rotating those wrists. We have 1 skull crusher back for those 2 chest press. So again, we are climbing up to 6 reps for that skull crusher. Then we'll climb back down for that skull crusher, okay? The 2 chest press continue to stay at 2 reps. All right, go ahead and find your space. Ready? And go. So making sure that lower back stays pressed into the mat. If you do not have a bench, you can pull out your step for this one. If you do not have a step, you can just go to the floor. We're slow and control. I want you to find the heavy within that lift. 2 chest press, getting into that deficit. Then we rotate those wrists for 1 skull crusher. Back to those 2 chest press. Keeping those chest press wide, kind of in that skull crusher wide. Then we rotate back to 2 chest press. Good. So 2 chest press into that climbing skull crusher. We are climbing that skull crusher up to 6 reps. Once you get to those 6 reps, we're going to start to climb back down. You've already knocked out over 1 minute. Making sure on those skull crushers, those elbows are staying nice and close to that face. We're squeezing through those triceps. So that first group, we worked quads and hamstrings. Now we're working chest and triceps. Good. Slow and controlled. Find your space within the heavy of that lift. Squeeze. Work through that shake. Making sure that lower back stays pressed into the bench or that step or that mat. You have 1 minute to go. Great job, you guys. You got this. Work through that shake of that tricep. You have 30 seconds to go. Staying with that form, drop at that elbow joint, extend, squeeze. Nice job opening up those arms for that chest press. Staying wide, you have 10 seconds. And stop. Great job. Go ahead and bring it up. So you can move that bench out of the way. We are going back to 3 20-second exercises. You are going to need one dumbbell for that first 20 seconds, something that's right for that press jack. So dumbbell starts with that chest. We're going into press jacks, modification. You are stepping it out. From those press jacks, we are going into burpees. From those burpees, we're going to stay down and we're going into push-ups. Okay, so from press jacks to burpees to push-ups. 20 seconds at a time, starting with those press jacks. Ready? And go. Press jacks for 20 seconds. So 3 minutes of slow down with that lift. Then we're going 3 minutes. Endurance. Good. Again, step that press jack out if you need to, alternating that step out with that press. From here, we're going into those burpees and switch. Burpees, again, modification on those burpees. You can step it out to plank, step it in, reach overhead. Continuing to work for 20 seconds at a time. Moving that body. And switch, push-ups, down. You can drop to your knees for that push-up if you need to. So you're gonna burpee it out to plank and you're just gonna stay down, going into those push-ups for 20 seconds. Nice job. As many reps as you can. From here, we're taking it back up to those press jacks and switch. So burpee connected in, grab that dumbbell. Back to those press jacks. Again, modification. You can step it out. Step, step, good. And switch, burpees, 20 seconds. That 20 seconds moves fast. Keep working. From here, we go to those push-ups and switch. Burpee it down to plank. If you need to drop to those knees, drop to those knees. Push-ups, rep them out. Good. 10 seconds. From here, we are back up for that third and final minute. And switch. Burpee connected in, back up for those press jacks. 20 seconds. From here, we're to that burpee and switch. Burpee, 20 seconds. You got this. 20 seconds of burpees, and we're finishing out with 20 seconds of those push-ups. And switch down for those push-ups to finish out. 20 seconds. You got this. Finish those arms off. And stop. Great job. Go ahead and bring it to your feet. Go ahead and shake those arms out. You can grab a drink. So our next one, 3 minutes. Again, we are doing this. We're going to switch it up a little bit. It's not going to be 2 reps. It's going to be just 1 rep with a climbing right left. So you start with dumbbells hanging. We're going to clean to the shoulders, press it, and then we're going to step back, reverse lunge, right, left. So the clean press, so you're going to lower, clean to press. You can drop those hips for that press. So you're staying at 1 rep for that. Then those reverse lunges, each side is 1. So that's 1. You are again climbing to 6 on those reverse lunges. And then you'll climb back down. 3 minutes of work. Ready? And go. So dumbbells start hanging. You're gonna curl them to press. Reverse lunge right, reverse lunge left. That's the 1 rep. Lower it. Clean. Push to press. Only counting one side of those reverse lunges. Then you're going to 2 reps. Then you're gonna lower. Clean. Drop those hips for that press. So if those dumbbells are right for that reverse lunge, you're gonna probably need to get that little dip through that press. Good. And then only one leg counts on that reverse lunge. That reverse lunge climbs to 6 reps. Once you get to those 6 reps, you start to climb back down. You have already knocked out 1 minute. Good. Nice job, you guys. So dumbbells start hanging. You're gonna bring them to your shoulders. That little clean press. Good. You're keeping those dumbbells loaded at those shoulders for that reverse lunge. You are already over halfway there. Clean to press. And then you're starting to step back into those reverse lunges, making sure on those reverse lunges, you're finding that space. You're not stepping it back into tight wire. Think railroad tracks. Good. You have 1 minute to go. You already have knocked out 2 minutes. Nice job. Little dip through those hips on that press. 45 seconds. Good. Nice job, you guys. You have 30 seconds left. You got this. Keep those dumbbells loaded at those shoulders. 10 seconds. And stop. Nice work. Go ahead and set those dumbbells down. Grabbing a quick drink. We are moving to a 20-20-20 again. First one, you are doing that dumbbell overhead, and we're going into marches. So we're just driving that knee, getting those marches as we engage that core. From there, we're going to drop that dumbbell. We have low skaters. So you're just getting those low skaters for 20, and then we're bringing it back to the top, and we have those kicks. So from marches to skaters to kicks, 3 minutes. Ready? And go. So overhead marches. Overhead, we're driving. Slow and controlled. Drive. Drive. Good. 20 seconds. Squeeze. Every time you drive, you squeeze. And switch. Set that dumbbell down. Quick, low skaters. You're staying low. You're not coming to stand. Keep those eyes forward. Drive. Modification. Step. Step. Good. You can eliminate that little jump. And switch. Bring it to stand. We're getting those kicks. Kick. Drive it. From here, we're going to grab that dumbbell. We're back overhead for those overhead marches. In 3, 2, 1. Grab that dumbbell. Overhead marches. Drive it up. Drive. Good. Engage that core every time you drive that knee. From here, we're going into those low skaters and switch. Low skaters. Stay low. Good. Eyes up. Good. From here, we're going into those kicks in 5 seconds. And switch kicks. It's your opposite. Driving that arm to that knee. Good. Ten seconds. We're right back to those overhead marches and switch. Overhead marches. We're in our final minute. Drive it up. Good. From here, we're to those low skaters and switch. Low skaters. Nice job, you guys. Quick little skaters. Move those bodies. From here, we're up to those kicks and switch. Standing up, arms out. You're reaching across for that kick. Great job. Finish this out. 5 seconds. And stop. Nice work. Go ahead and grab a drink. All right, we have a little 3-minute AMRAP finisher. So for this AMRAP, there is going to be 3 exercises. Everything is 6 reps, okay? So I would say you're going to need a dumbbell. I would say that 15 pounds or heavier is going to be what's right for most people for like that swing, that gorilla row, okay? So you have 6 swings. So you're just alternating that swing for 6 reps. From there, you're going to drop that dumbbell down the floor. Gorilla row right, switch. Row left. We're going to 6. Each side counts. Once we get those 6, we are staying in that wide stance and we're going to step it open a little wider. We're going to row it to the center. So we're just getting those switches, but you're going to row up, switch, row up, switch. Each side counts on that one as well for 6. Okay, so as many rounds as or as many reps as possible to finish this out for 3 minutes, starting with those swings. Ready? And go. So 6 swings. So we're shifting those hips back, driving them forward. Shift them back, drive them forward. Once we get those 6 reps, you're dropping that dumbbell to the floor. We have 6 gorilla rows. Drive up, set down, drive, set down. Getting that drive, squeeze through that back side. Once we get those 6 gorilla rows, we are dropping it open and getting those 6 dumbbell switches in that lateral lunge. I'm pulling that dumbbell to my chest on that switch. From there, you are back to those 6 swings, making sure that core stays pulled in. Because of time, we are dropping this to a 2-minute AMRAP. I didn't look at my time. And you've already knocked out 1 minute. 1 minute down, 1 minute to go. Work hard, finish it out. Six swings into those 6 gorilla rows. Keep that core engaged on those gorilla rows. Squeezing, driving that dumbbell. Getting that slight pinch at the top. From those 6 gorilla rows, we're going into those 6 lateral lunge dumbbell switches. Good. We have 20 seconds left. Nice job, you guys. Way to work. Almost there. And stop. All right, that is it for Monday Total Body HIIT. Great job today, you guys. If you are staying on for non-impact, I'm just gonna get that video switched. Have a great day. Bye.